Yes. Now, Oscar steps over, or no, around the halfling. Sorry, because the halfling did stand up, and she doesn't look at either Lou or Oscar. She's looking the eyes, this pulsating blue, and she is growling. Okay. What's she gonna do?
Uh, yeah. What am I going to do? I'm going to
We asked that in
swing
his
at her.
games too.
I was just trying to figure out what's going on because this all thing has got me tore up here. I'm trying to remember everybody. If you're in that blue circle, you get a bonus to your
Yeah,
AC.
you
To
have,
your
but it's an effect that you control, so you have to drop it in. It's a pain, and
I know.
so
I'm just
you
trying to
have to
remind them to remind me. Hey, I get my bonus
Yeah.
shit, and I'll drop it on.
No.
But anyway, I'm
We'll
just
just
going to
need to
swing my
remember.
battle axe at her. And I'll
Yeah,
swing at the. I'll swing at the creature.
Yeah, we'll have intermission here in a second. Once we get to a spot right here, we'll take a 10-minute break.
And that hits.
That hit.
According to that, and I will slash away, doing 20 points of damage.
Okay, so you hit it, and it looks like it splits the doll.
Yeah.
In
Right.
two, and then all of a sudden she just and she disappears. When you do that, and you still hear the screaming, it just rose off, and this something floats. She kind of rose up rose up off the ground when you slice down through her, and this piece of paper floats to the ground.
I pick it
I
up.
will raise my fist in the air and say, "Damn you, run! We will find you."
And she withers away as Father. And Lou,
Yes.
you grab it.
Yes, I do.
Hey. All right. Lou's gonna see
It's 5.
this.
Dope.
This is what you see, and what you're all of a sudden, all of y'all see the same thing that happened to Quain. Well, actually, I think only Cordelia saw that, right? But Lou's body stiffens, and she head kind of cocks back, and her eyes roll up in the back of her head, and it's in your head, Lou. You begin to see the world around you crumbles into ash and all, and then all of a sudden this scene pulls up in front of you, and it is let me see, it's vision number 3. Sorry, I gotta pull it up. I was looking at the wrong one. It's a young girl. She's playing with a evil looking doll on the floor, and looks like she's on the floor it's a room you recognize it's part of this hospital, but you haven't seen it before. It's another room somewhere. And this pretty woman walks in with a newborn swaddled child in her arms. And the girl looks up and goes, "Is that my brother?" And the woman, this pretty woman, goes, "It is. He did not survive the birth, but I have ways of fixing such problems." And the woman leans down and lays the blanket on the floor, and this baby has got empty black eye sockets and needle-like sharp teeth in its grin. And the woman says to the child, "I promised you a present, didn't I?" And the little girl, yay, jumps up for joy, and she leans over and she grabs this demon infant looking creature, and then she grabs her doll, and she kind of, this is my brother, and she kind of looks like they're playing together, and the beautiful woman just kind of sits back and has this perverse evil grin on her face. And that is what Lou just witnessed. And then all of a sudden, Lou, you gain your senses, but your vision is still somewhat cloudy. and you will notice, y'all will hear Oscar kind of drops one knee to the floor, holding his chest, and then he's got his hands on his visor, on his helmet. He's holding onto it, as you're hearing a kind of a muffle in his head, coming from inside the helmet. And then he sent y'all Quayne actually sent you something, and for that we'll have an intermission for 10 minutes. We will hold
Nice.
Cool.
Our whole party's falling apart. Oh my god.
And also, hey guys, as we're taking our intermission, I sent a private message to Lou and Quayne.
Okay.
I see it.
Both of you?
Yes.
Okay. I
Thank
didn't catch
you.
the Lou's. Okay. All right. So we will take a 10-minute break. We'll be back here. Yeah. I got 10:09 roughly. Oh, we got a raid going on. Glimmo. Thank you
Glimmo!
for- just in time for the break. But anyway, take a bio break, grab a drink. I'm going to take off this vest here because I'm just dying right
Burning
now
up.
in my outfit.
Take it off, baby. Take it off.
No. You don't want that. That would really make this doll look tame. Okay, so folks, hold on to your seats. Get the popcorn. I'm going to put on an intermission video, and we'll be back here in 10 minutes. Thanks for sticking around. All right. Good job, guys.
Yay.
Time. The concession stand is open and ready to serve you.
Wait till you see what I get from the refreshment counter. Oh boy, popcorn and candy bars and ice cream and oh boy, sparkling ice cold Coca-Cola. Oh boy, that tastes good. Have you been to the refreshment counter?
Remember, your favorite snack will taste especially good with world-famous ice-cold Coca-Cola.
It's time to stretch and fetch. See what's cooking at our refreshment counter. You'll find your favorite foods and beverages, plus many new goodies to tempt your appetite and add to your evening's pleasure. Everything's the finest quality. So treat yourself now.
After the show, please replace the speaker on its stand. If you accidentally break the cord, please turn the speaker in at the refreshment stand or the manager's office. Thank you. And by the way, on your way home, drive.
Where's everybody going? To the refreshment center. It's everybody's favorite spot for delicious, tasty food, from a snack to a full meal. Drinks, coffee, hot chocolate, and ice-cold drinks of all flavors, plus all the extras, including gum, ice cream, candy. Make your evening at this drive-in even more enjoyable. The refreshment stand has everything to make your visit here a pleasant one. Why not get something now?
It's intermission time, folks. Time out for a delicious snack in our sparkling refreshment building. Every item a fresh, appetizing taste treat. Crispy, crunchy, hot buttered popcorn. Really good. Sizzling hot dogs, bursting with juicy goodness. Candy bars, a taste-tempting array. Tangy, tasty barbecues, served piping hot. Thirst-quenching, refreshing, ice-cold drinks. refreshing, delicious, satisfying ice cream. Fresh brewed hot coffee, as you like it.
With mustard and relish, you'll guarantee mouth-watering satisfaction. And now he slips his costume on a beautiful golden bun. There's his cue to go out on stage.
He's the natural.
He's the rage. Meet this personality at our refreshment counter. Treat the family.
How do you like your pizza? Gobbled? Nibbled? Two-fisted style. You like ours best anyway. A crisp, delicate crust, topped with our own special nippy tomato sauce, seasoned just the way you like it, and lots of golden Italian cheese melted right in. Delicious, and on sale now at the Refreshment Center. Pizza, piping hot and tangy. How about some right now? Wouldn't some hot buttered popcorn hit the spot right now? Extra fluffy, extra big kernels of it popped to perfection. Then drenched with the golden goodness of pure sweet creamery butter. Can't you just taste it? We heat the container extra high, but you better buy 2 more for the rest of the family. Piping hot, golden buttered popcorn at the Refreshment Center right now.
How do you make a picture of a perfect hamburger? Start with the finest grade of government-inspected beef. Take it sizzling hot from the griddle and serve it up on an oven-fresh bun. For the finishing touches, add mustard, ketchup, relish, or the works. Makes your mouth water, doesn't it? Yes, that picture-perfect hamburger is waiting for you right now at your refreshment center. There's time to pick up enough for everyone.
As you leave the theater, folks, please be careful. Don't let this happen to your car. Be sure to remove the speaker before you leave. If you should accidentally pull a speaker loose, please turn it in at our snack bar or box office. Thank you.
Hot popcorn, just popped. Try a terrific hot barbecue sandwich.
It's intermission time, folks, and that means it's time for a tasty snack. How about a stroll over to the refreshment counter for a delicious bite to eat? You don't have to worry about missing any part of the show because our announcer will let you know 3 minutes before the show starts again. See you over at the refreshment counter.
And now,
here's our own special hot chocolate. Extra creamy, rich, and delicious. Because we whip every drop frothy smooth. Gives it something special in the flavor department. Creamy hot chocolate at the Refreshment Center.
Pop's old-fashioned soda shop. Remember how good Pop's candy and soft drinks were? His popcorn was the best in town. Some of your fondest memories are of refreshing treats from Pop's Soda Shop. Well, there's no reason why you can't enjoy flavorful treats today, just like way back then. Visit our refreshments.
It's refreshment time. And our refreshment stand is loaded with good things to eat. There's crispy, crunchy popcorn and hot, delicious buttered popcorn. Lots of candy and frosty, refreshing cold drinks. Why not treat yourself at the Refreshment Center now?
Nothing refreshes like frosty, delicious ice cream. At your refreshment stand, you'll find
And this is the last room that we haven't taken it out of yet. So, yeah.
Cool.
I
though,
don't
like-
ride horses. We have electricity, obviously.
I'll just back up live, just so y'all know. I didn't want to.
okay. Good to know.
So,
Interesting.
'cause- Yep. Oh, FGC's in the house. What's going on, Fancy Grounds College? So we'll come out of break just a minute too early because I wanted to have everybody once again introduce their channels. As we've got different viewers who are flowing in and out as always, and let us know again your channel, what you do, when to catch you, stuff like that. So we'll do it. We'll do backwards this time. So Babunski, yeah, Matt, you had your mouth full, so I didn't think you'd wanted to talk. Well, so Chuck, tell us about your channel. Voorhees, you're muted.
Again, dude.
No, I'm not muted. I got pushed to talk. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't use it. I have to. Anyway, so yes, tell us about yourself, Chucky Love.
Well, I'm Jason Voorhees. Recently, me. Oh, okay. Well, there's not much to tell. I've been playing D&D for about 42 years, almost next birthday, with a lot of other RPGs, but it's primarily been the main thing I've played. I discovered as you get older in age, it gets harder and harder to get games, and then of course, the gods above gave us the interweb, and I learned how to start doing streaming online and playing games online, and it's been real helpful for me. I retired at the end of May and medically, and this has been good for me. It's given me something to do, to get active, get involved, meet people. I've met so many people. It's unbelievable. My channel was foremost an RPG channel for a long time, but now I'm sort of branching out into RPG video games and that kind of stuff to kind of help with the streaming because, there's so many niches in the world of streaming. There's people that just want this or want that or want that. It's really hard to please everybody, just like it is in real life. So I do a lot of different things on my channel. Sometimes we do some talk shows and stuff, just different things. But currently my best thing is I'm real proud of is like me and Duff are involved with Blackmore Publishing, and all that's been really exciting is I've always wanted to be able to be a content creator and outside of streaming, but just I'd done it once before years ago when D20 came out, and that it got to the point where the big dogs took over and we kind of little dogs faded away. So now I've got another chance at it. It looks to be good. But really, I'm just glad to be hanging out with you guys and throwing some virtual dice.
There you go, Alex.
Hey everyone, I'm Alex. I run a channel called 20 Sites Every Story. We run mostly 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, but on occasion we play Dungeon Crawl Classics. And once a month I try to do a indie or a small press role-playing game on the channel. And then we'll try to grab the creators to talk with them a little bit about their creation, give them a chance to share that what projects they've got going on and things like that. Currently, we do Waterdeep Dragon Heist 7 p.m. on Tuesdays every week. We also do an ongoing campaign that happens every other Wednesday at 7 p.m. on the channel, which is like a continuation of our Tomb of Annihilation game that we did on the stream. And then we also have a homebrew game that somebody that I work with put a lot of work and detail and has all sorts of great illustrations that he does to bring his world to life. And that happens on every other Thursday at 7 p.m. So we do a mix of like this kind of style with over the interwebs with Discord and Fantasy Grounds, but then sometimes a lot of us are local, so we'll sit around the table and set it up that way.
Okay. Ladies, Dungeon Dwellers.
Yes. Hi. So we are the Michelles. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Michelle.
And we are part of Dungeon Dwellers. Dungeon Dwellers is a group of nerdy people that play all kinds of typically tabletop role playing games, but sometimes it could be like a random game stream as well, video game stream. So right now, what our schedule is every Wednesday we've got Tales from the Sanguine Isles, which is a homebrewed D&D 5th edition game. Both Michelle and I are a part of that. That's Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And then on certain Sundays, we have Big Damn Heroes, which is the Serenity Firefly game, so space. And that's at, what time is it, Michelle? Like, what, 6?
Yes.
Very, so we'll have it
I
on
do
our
think about time zones. Yeah.
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 And then every other Tuesday, we've got Cosmic Chronicles, another space that's part of this using Starfinder. And then that's at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And then just starting in November, on the alternating Tuesdays from those at 7 p.m., both Michelle and I and one of our other friends, Sarah, will be part of Nerd Made, where we're going to be making different nerdy crafts. I believe Michelle probably has her crocheting stuff nearby. I definitely have my needlepoint stuff nearby. And we'll be sitting there doing our different crafts and talking nerdy stuff. And the last thing is that we've got Vampire the Masquerade cooking, brewing currently. So stay tuned for that.
Yes.
All right. Ascension Stories.
Hey guys, my name is Matt.
I'm Sarah.
And we are the full-time team for Ascension Stories. We started streaming at the beginning of the year with just Dungeons and Dragons, and I would stream my book editing. I'm an author. I'm also a filmmaker. We released my directorial debut for the sudden look of surprise is what got me. We released that in February to our YouTube channel. It's a sci-fi action flick based off of a combination between Back to the Future and Mad Max. So that's over on our YouTube channel. But we stream about 55 hours a week over on our Twitch channel. On Monday nights, we do a D&D podcast talk show, talking about world building and just storytelling in general in Dungeons and Dragons worlds. And then on Tuesdays, we have our homebrew campaigns. One is 4 years running that we do every other Tuesday. And then on the off Tuesdays, we just started a new campaign with one of the players in the 4-year campaign stepping into the DM chair, and I turn into a player. So that's us.
Very nice. And I said once again, I want to appreciate and tell everyone showing up, I appreciate y'all being a part of the show. It's a little bumpy. It's my first all cam game, so trying to get that all worked out. And running a group that is definitely heavier on the RP side than my shows have been, just as I've been doing only for about 2 years now. Thank you for the cheers. My channel's in a flux right now. We've ended the Tuesday group, which was, they finished Princess of the Apocalypse, and my female group on Saturday. Having to move on from Rise of Tiamat, so we've got some dead space right now, so we're retooling for East Texas University, Savage Worlds, and I'll be running the Deadlands here probably by the end of the year. I'm trying to figure out when it is. Plus, then Chuck and I have got 3 or 4 things that are happening with Blackmore for maybe not Lair Sauce, but like a tournament type D&D. What Encounter Roleplay has been putting together. If you haven't seen their post of what they're doing team on team D&D fights. We're putting something together like that. We then have all the episodes that we're writing for different 5e compatible worlds. Plus, there's one that's going to be a Kickstarter soon here that we're writing the Adventure series for, the introduction deal. We run virtual tabletop games for conventions. We'll be running at GaryCon in March. We'll be running most all the games there, helping out run the virtual games and the shows for GaryCon. Working with KC Everhart, Mr. Everhart, to run all that, and several other creations that we're putting together. Plus, we're putting together I'm doing 2 things else. Sorry about that. An industry show we're going to be doing of industry players creators are going to be playing D&D together. We're talking to Skeeter Green, maybe Brian Berg. There's several about being the actual players, and we'll pass the DM role around as we run sessions. And then there's going to be an all-cam game of some sort that I'll be running across, hopefully, other channels like this, these people, or others, trying to put together to have a collaboration, basically, across Twitch channels to help raise our viewership up and just have fun. So that's what we're doing here. So with that being said, let's get back to the story, shall we? So, Lou, you've had this vision that has crossed in front of you and has chilled you to the bone, and y'all had some messages that were sent to you, and we are out of combat for the moment. So, Cordelia, you will have made your way back.
My God.
She's big.
Still screaming the whole time.
It's rated, but every time I drop it on there, it fries out like that. So you will step down just right as the group is picking themselves off the floor or regrouping themselves, and Lou has this picture in her hand.
Be like, well, that was quite the experience. It was not quite like anything I've taken before, but hey, do you should we like compile these pictures or something? Because like this should be weird.
I've got the picture in my hand, but in my other hand, I am pointing up at Oscar.
Oscar, are you okay there?
I'm fine. I'm weak, but I'm fine. That
Why are
was
you
powerful
weak?
evil.
Can I look more closely at him, given what I've seen?
Can you take your helmet off? Let your face breathe a little.
I agree that the non-vomit air might help a little.
Give me a moment. I will be fine. And I'll touch the wall with my hand and sort of lean against it. The evil in this place is
Can I do like a
overwhelming me.
medicine check on him or something, or an insight, or then?
You choose.
I would like to insight.
Okay, I'll do medicine then.
Roll away with advantages.
Oh, I didn't hit advantage.
Just roll the dice again. Take the higher of the two.
Okay.
We're not picky here, are we? And my players would differ.
Well, Jesus freaking Christ!
Oh man, you guys.
DM dice.
Yeah.
All right. Then Cordelia comes over to Pat Quain. I'm sorry.
Oh, so glad you're okay. Okay.
All right. Quain, did you roll anything? Okay, you got a 14. Okay. And Norvella, you don't know nothing. Lou,
Yeah.
you're so the night he's not looking good. As though being down here you can see that it is taking a toll on him somehow. He is staggered a few times. He is definitely hitting with rage. You've seen that. The little girl, or the doll actually, made a few comments that has piqued your interest. The private messages that y'all got would let y'all know that there's something up. He's not quite all there.
Can I go to Quain and say, do you want to keep hold of that paper for now, or should I take it just
You
so
take it.
that okay?
You seem like you have a great grip.
Well, thank you. I work out.
So each of
I
y'all
try to
have
get.
one of the drawings in your hand each. So Lou's got one and Matt's got one. I mean,
No.
Quain's got one.
She has both.
Oh,
Yeah, he's giving. He's giving me his.
No.
I'm going to go ahead and stick both in my backpack then.
It's not. I'm not echoing. I want my voice.
Oh, before I put both of them in my backpack, I'm just going to just so then that way people can have it all pop up on their screen. I'll let them see that picture.
That's all. I wanted that back. Okay.
So they should. I'm going to show my picture just that way everyone
I
can
didn't
see
show
it.
it to everybody, did you? My bad. Thank you. Boom.
Lou, you looked a little out of it
Whoa.
there for a minute. Are you okay?
Yeah, like, gosh, now we've had the break again. The mission.
I feel relief.
Like basically there was like this like infant, but it wasn't an infant. It was like a zombie, but not a zombie. And well, then the little girl played with it, and the mother be evil.
There's something about a father, she said too.
Yeah, but I ain't her daddy.
Wait, father's involved now?
Didn't you hear her? She was
Oscar was saying like
I was around the corner.
The doll was talking to Oscar.
Hey, Oscar, are you the doll's dad?
That's a good question.
What?
I've moved over to the wall there to kind of staring at the rest of the group as I sort of kind of kneel down there against the wall, kind of relax in a minute, and I'll look at you fellows. He'll say, I am not his father, but I have sensed and I have fought this evil in the past. And with that, I will reach up and I will pull my visor down.
What do we see? Oh, you're pulling a so we can't see.
Yeah, you can.
Or I don't know how things work. When you pull it down, do I see your face or do I not see your face?
So can we see his face now?
Look at the map. Look at the map. Zoom in on his face.
Sorry,
I have the image blocking it.
Whoa! What? What?
I
So he's
cannot
like a
control.
skeleton?
I cannot hide my visage any longer. This place's power is too great. I must shift my energies to survive. If we are to survive.
I mean, I always knew you were an old man, but
Undefeated.
like I didn't know you were that old, dude.
Child, I am very old. I am ancient. But this evil has brought me back. I fought it once before and lost, but now I will see to its end. Fear not, little ones. I will help you persevere.
So
No, like
Sorry,
feel
we threw a
conflicted.
curveball here on everybody. So,
Well, what are you?
so I'll explain. He's playing off of some of what I've given him, but this was for a little bit change to the module. He will tell you. Sorry, Chuck, I'm going to step in here a little bit so we get a little explanation.
Go ahead.
He will
Dungeon
tell you
Master.
that his name is Oscar Monthorus. He is the general.
Dun dun dun.
Okay, from the first deal, and this is his ghost form that has returned. And the first haunt, his physical body was tortured, and now his ethereal body is back because he is trying to. That's right, plastic. The evil has not been vanquished, and something about the doll reminds him of his daughter.
Where's a jewel?
Does he have a green jewel in his chest? No.
Well, he has grabbed his chest a few times. If y'all have played, okay. There's no jewel. Sorry, Cordelia. It shattered.
It's okay. It's like evil. I want you.
Yeah, and so
That's why I kind of wigged out when I saw the doll, because I was like, "What the?"
Yeah. So there's still he knows he's been brought back. He's not quite sure what the evil is, but he knows that he blames himself. He blames the circumstances. He blames Gertrude, which he will reveal to y'all is the pretty woman that you see in these visions. She used him and turned him over time against his family, his wife, and even his daughter.
So the mother of the daughter that was in the hospital is not Gertrude, right?
You haven't seen
Like
the
in
mother
the-
yet. You've only
Okay.
seen Gertrude.
No,
Gertrude
Gert
stepped
is something
in
else.
to replace the mother.
Okay,
to
got it.
intercede herself between the girl and everybody else. And he was asking me earlier if he knew what was going on. He doesn't. He's actually, the knight has never seen the doll before, if I remember correctly. So he is torn by this, but he is being assaulted by the energies in the mansion here. And he has been faltering a little bit, trying to keep his form up of the human form, and now he is beginning to become back to the undead form that inhabits that he is, and that's what you're seeing now. So there's a little plot twist, just for a little gameplay we threw in there. So,
Well, old man, I always knew you were sort of a badass, but you are like really a badass.
Thank
Walk
you,
on.
child.
Well,
Queen's still fleeing. What are you
He's getting, you're getting the hell out. Look at it.
It's funny.
I'll go.
I will call out to the group and say, some of you check the doors there. Me and Lou will listen here. I'd like to listen
And
to this
you
door.
are being pulled.
Pulled?
You still, Oscar, you are feeling and relay to them that there's still evil here, and there's still some above the. Though you look like you killed the doll, but you can tell that her energy is still here in the house. In
Yeah.
the, hospital.
All right.
Next, what do we do?
I'm
Me and
listening.
Lou are going. Yeah, we're gonna listen at the door. And I called out for them to check the other door.
I'll check the other door.
Same, I guess.
We must find the evil and purge this place.
Okay,
it must be gone.
Norvella, all three of y'all are moving up here. Quane's at the top of the stairs, looking down, going no.
Nope. Chill with everything right now. This is fine.
Visit the other side, Queen, and you're back. So, and you still have. Am I still coming through quiet? Sorry, I'll keep my voice closer to the mic. Sorry, Plastic. I keep pulling away. All right.
Just get a little closer. Can you get a little closer again?
Yeah, I'm gonna get right up on it. I need perception checks from everybody at the doors, please, that are listening.
Oh, I think me and Oscar already rolled.
Ooh.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Oscar and Lou will hear. Once again, it's that shuffling noise, or is it the wind? How? It's strange. It's though you feel or you hear still all the way down in this what was the sub basement of this room, but you still hear the wind and the movement up on the main level, as though the storm's still raging, being pushed around, but you can't tell if that shuffling noise is also coming from the room in front of you. Norvella, let's see. Dun, dun. Same thing happening in the room to your north.
All right. Well, is the door locked?
They're old. They don't look like they're locked.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go to the group and be like, all right, well, seeing as there's more of you down there, just open the door. I'll be right behind you.
Okay.
I'll open the door.
Uh-oh, Lou's moving away. Norvella opens the door. All right, I'm going to show you what you see here. All right, before you is a room that's filled, once again, dun dun dun, with dry, rotted wooden furniture. There's some rusty medical equipment, and there's some books, desecrated, old filthy text and all that on the ground. And standing in the room, you will see this. There are 4 humanoid creatures. Best way to describe them is they like candy striper nun. They're type nurses, basically, in a kind of an outfit. And they are standing completely still. There is nothing, there's not even movement in this room. And as the door moves, you've opened it up and it creaks and hits the back wall, a little rat kind of shoots out from this back area. This little table looks like it's dilapidated, and it runs by the first one right here. And this creature, with lightning speed, just grabs it with a hand and slices it with its weapon, which is what is its weapon? I didn't even look.
A
Silent Hill, Silent Hill,
It's-
Silent Hill.
it's
Oh my
his
God.
claws. Yeah, it's his claws,
Yeah.
and just cuts it into ribbons, and it just kind of drops it to the floor, and then it goes.
Did you take a vote?
Did you show us a picture of that?
Hold on, I heard two things here. Say that again. There's not a picture yet.
I'm sorry.
Simon, was that you?
Yeah, I was just saying, like, could we take a vote to close this door?
Just like real slow, like
And
real
the
slow,
creature
just
does
like.
not. Yeah, the creature, its hands drop back down to its side, and nothing moves. Norvella and Simon, make me another perception check, please, when that happens. Thanks, Plastic. I thought it was razor fingers. Yeah, claws.
Oh yeah.
Okay, in the center, as that movement took place, and the rush of the air from the rat and her hand grabbing it, another piece of paper floats kind of up off the ground and lands back down, and you can see that it's another drawing of some sort.
Can
you mage hand that piece
I
of
see
paper over here?
Oh yeah.
I have an invisible mage hand too. I want to try it.
Right
Yeah,
here.
do
I'm
it,
gonna
do
put
it.
it right here in the center of the room.
I'm gonna use my invisible mage hand to try to get the piece of paper.
And Simon and Norvella, make me some insight checks too. When y'all saw all that, lots of checks.
What is with my rolling?
Nah, it's okay. You, Norvella, deduce when you saw that happen that they seem to respond to fast movement. It was her reaching down was she didn't even move her head to look. It was just grab and sliced up, but the rat caused it to. It's skitter across the floor.
They only respond to quick movements. If we can find a way to get that paper without making any sudden movements, we may not trigger them.
So Cordelia,
I can do
tell me
it.
what you're doing again.
I'm gonna use my invisible mage hand.
Okay.
To real slow. I mean, like I can go as fast as I want because it's invisible. But once I have the paper, I want to just like real slow. Just
Okay.
grab the paper and take it out.
Like
So slow.
A stealth check with advantage.
Yeah. You got
I
it.
looked it down because in our games we always have like inspiration. So I looked down. I was like, damn it.
That's not I'm giving you advantage. So same thing. But y'all,
I already have
I'm sorry.
advantage,
You know
yeah.
what? And I apologize. Every one of y'all should have inspiration. So you may turn that
Oh.
on. Okay.
Oh.
Oh,
Sorry. I
yay.
forgot to do that.
Okay.
That's why you also have the 2 healing
Never
potions.
be
also.
sorry
Each
for-
of you have 2 healing potions in your inventory. So
Oh, dope.
okay.
Oh.
And they're also in your actions tab. When you use one, you can check it off. So
Okay, so stealth with advantage, right?
stealth with advantage, please, Cordelia.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. You are able to bring the paper almost right out of the room.
And while this is going on, I'm gonna be running up there.
You're going to run into the room.
I'm
Did I
just
hear
running up
that?
to where they're at. I'm running up to the door.
Oh, you're running up to the door. Okay.
Well, they.
Oh, God.
You're at the door, so you can run into the room, or you could stand behind Cordelia.
Um,
I'm blocking it.
I'm gonna do 2 things
Oh
actually. I'm going to. Well, how do you do healing potions?
Healing
Action,
potions
bonus
are-
action.
Yeah, you can. If we're out of combat, you may use one on your own, and in Predator's Reject, they're administered from the backside. But that's
Right. Yeah, I've done that before. That's a good torture. Let me see.
Sorry, ladies.
As I'm running, I'm gonna drink myself a healing potion.
Yep, you may. And check one off out of your inventory. Max heal.
Hey.
There you go. Nicely done, Oscar. Looks like Quayne wants to move over. Cordelia, yeah, you can step
We'll run
in.
up to that. Oh,
Well, she had.
I'm
a
holding my
movement, too.
breath.
She was just kind of reaching past Simon, it looks like, ever so gently to grab the drawing. Is that right, Cordelia? With your since your mage
Well,
hand brought it over, because
I would bring it,
stopped
like-
right at the doors. The
Okay,
the
my-
paper wouldn't come out of the room. So
Okay.
you would have to physically go in there and grab it.
Can I just like real stealthy, real slow, like so slow?
I gave you your stealth roll. You're good there for the moment.
Okay.
I'm just trying
I
to
just
see
wanna,
if
like-
you're going to reach in there and grab it.
Just my.
You want to?
I mean, I do because my mage hand won't do it, right? Like I would try again with my mage hand,
You
but
were
if my
pulling,
mage hand
the
won't
mage
do
hand
it,
was pulling, and then it stopped as soon as
Okay.
it got to the barrier of the door frame, like the out of the room. The paper pulled out of the hand.
okay, I'm just gonna like. Do I have like a fishing hook? Like what? Okay.
No, you can
like,
reach.
just
I
real
have no
slow.
problem with you reaching.
Oh,
the
I know
seam.
you don't.
You
I'm gonna
can-
reach really slow and just like super
Like with your
slowly try to break.
pinky, your
Just
finger and
like
your
with my
thumb,
finger, yeah, like
Okay.
just.
All right, you do that. You grab the drawing, and you freeze in your tracks.
Super quiet, like
your
real
head-
quiet.
And your eyes roll back into your head, and you're frozen there, basically almost falling to the ground. You basically are leaned up against Simon, and you see that. All right, and the vision that pops before you is this. The world before you crumbles away again, and the scene begins to build, and a young blonde girl is running down a hallway towards some closed doors, and it looks similar to a room up above that y'all didn't venture into, but you see the hallway. It looks very familiar, and screaming can be heard behind the door. She presses her way through the door to see a bloody woman lying on a delivery bed, weeping uncontrollably. Two nurses stand at the foot of the bed, one holding, unfortunately, it looks to be a stillborn child. The pretty woman stand next to, you visually see Oscar Monteros standing there. She's standing next to him. He is sitting in a chair, weeping very uncontrollably. And seeing the girl run into the room, Gertrude steps toward her and says, "Carol Ann, you needn't be in here, child. Come, let's go." And she takes Carol Ann by the hand and leads her back out of the room. And you see Carol Ann look back over her shoulder as the nurses are passing the baby between them. And this baby's face is masked in a twisted visage of pain and agony with big, bulbous black eyes. But its smile is filled with needle-like teeth.
I've never been so impacted by stick figures.
And Simon and Norvella can look over her shoulder, and they basically the picture's in her hand as she's holding it, and then all of a sudden you hear a breath come out of Cordelia as she begins to regain her.
I'm gonna
faculties
gently
again.
put my hands on her shoulders and just say, "Let's just slowly back away."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm backing
Backing
away.
away.
Backing away real
And
slow.
Going down the hallway.
Backing like everybody like get out of the hallway.
It's Matt's face every time I did those sounds. He goes, "What the hell was that?" You know? You want to do it again? Here we go. No, that's wrong. Why does it? Quit. I hate when-
I hope I hear that. Wait, why does
No,
it do that?
it's supposed to.
I see behind the curtain.
What is that?
My voice controller. I've got a big voice transformer. And it's for some reason I moved the knobs out of the way, and I've lost my setting. Oh well, we've had enough fun.
I see behind your curtain, Mr. Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, it's pretty much. Yep. Mhm. I love using it. I just don't get a chance. So this is awesome. Okay. So Cordelia, you have a picture, and you are able to. You grab a hold of Simon, his hand, and you basically pull yourself back out of the room without affecting the nurses that stand there.
I'll relay to them what my vision was, since several of us have had these now, and I'll hand the picture to Lou because Lou has the pictures, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I'll hold out the 3 pictures now and be like, okay, so I mean, it looks like I sort of like jumped the gun a little bit and got like, one that maybe should have happened like after yours. I don't know. It kind of, because like there was this thing about like the stillborn, and if like that's what you saw, then like
We saw him in
sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, weird.
Real weird. Very upsetting. Yeah.
So I feel like they're trying to tell us the story of what happened here.
Well, maybe we need to collect 5 pictures. Maybe that's what it meant.
I'm guessing so.
Yeah.
So they want us to know what happened while they simultaneously. Seems like a great
Yeah,
way
they
to
want to murder
communicate your
us.
story.
Move to there.
Should totally have to tell them to workshop it next time.
Not a good marketing plan.
I'll go back to the door that I had put my ear towards the last
And then
time.
I want to like really like quick move over there.
Past the.
As we move, like let's just be quiet in this area, like this area of the hallway right here. Let's just be shh.
I'll go to Queen and be like, so do you want to open the door like really quietly or something?
Nah.
All right.
Have it.
Well, then I will. Huh? Oh, no, okay. So I will.
So
I'm gonna move it behind them.
With a lot less of the showmanship, I'll just slowly creak open the door, given what we saw in the room beside us.
Oscar, make me a perception check, please. As they're doing that.
I'm so stressed out. My eyes twitching.
All right.
Nice.
As you're moving along, at the corner of your eye, this gray mass comes around the corner.
What?
Yeah. Basically, it's pulsating gray ooze.
More ooze.
Yep. Moving.
Have I seen this type of creature before? Would I know what it was?
It looks like an ooze of some sort. Yeah. But it pulsates with a dark black little energy coming out of it. You see it. Now the rest of them are at the door.
And I'll call out to him. Beware! A threat approaches.
Hey, old man, quiet.
The creeper's in the other room.
All right. Anybody, Blue, were you wanting to still open the door?
Yeah, quietly.
I'm ready in action. If it comes within range, I'm attacking it.
She wanted
Can I
to open the door, so I wanted to give her the
Sure.
ability to do that.
No, that's fine.
She will see this. And you will see someone into the room. The light is kind of off playing to you. 1 second.
I will.
Loads.
Okay. I will cast a bonus action while I'm waiting there, Def.
All right, those creatures will disappear. Our nurses are gone.
Yes.
Well, you shut the door on them. So, actually, however, you will see in the room before you, though, it's not empty.
Crap.
No. Boom, boom.
Where's it? What's the W?
I don't like that W.
The wretched.
You won't see them all, but you can hear or perceive that the room is full of what looks to be. So I'm going to tell you what you see in here. They're humanoid creatures standing in the room. It looks like this was some type of sanatorium. There are broken frames of furniture and stuff scattered about the room. And these individuals in what looks to be just white smocks that are barely clinging to their body are standing here. And right off the corner, Cordelia and Quayne will see that another one of those nurse-like creatures is standing right at the corner there, not moving.
Do I see a piece of paper in there?
Not from your viewpoint at the moment.
Well,
Maybe we should shut the door and kill the ooze and then open the door.
Yeah. Like, what if there's no paper in there?
I don't know.
We should
And the
check.
ooze makes another movement towards you.
Let's just shut the door maybe first.
I'm gonna cast fireball into the room.
Oh my god.
Oh. All right, hold on.
All right, let me draw a circle.
It looks like they're lined.
Oh my god.
Oh, we gonna die.
Can't get any better.
I mean, if ever there was a time to cast fireball, though.
Hey.
Yeah, fireball,
I
right?
would definitely fill the whole room up. Nah, sorry.
Yeah.
I would, because I think, that's actually 25, isn't it? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. You're off by 1. Right here. Well, here.
It says 20 on my screen.
Yeah, it's the way it does circles. So when you did it right, but you got to remember it's 4 squares across. So there, you're still gonna get them all, okay?
Right.
Because you can put it anywhere in the room, but you have them all. Oh, I'm missing one. Where's number 6? I didn't. Okay, boom.
Yeah, I gotta get that extra one in there.
Yeah. So now
All right.
it allows them to target them all. So.
All right, everybody take a break. While I've
Yeah, so
targeted
we're
all
playing
these
a little off
stickers.
here, Plaz. We're not quite following just because as a time limit. I don't want to keep because you know what I'm doing. I'm speeding things up here and there.
You're the
They're
DM.
still
You got all the
getting
power.
gist of the story.
Yeah.
For a minute, all those yellow arrows looked like fire, and I thought, oh my god, we're all on.
It's
Literally,
about-
everybody's on fire.
As Queen loads up.
You got it, Queen.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait,
Light
his
'em
one
up.
magic fires off and it quenches it. It makes it a water balloon.
Also,
Confetti.
keep in mind this. Okay, actually, let me change this real quick because the save
Is the save off too?
Actually, no, the save is correct because it's
Okay.
8, right? It's 8 plus.
Yes.
Mhm.
8 plus your
ability
proficiency
yeah,
plus
yeah,
your
so
modifier.
So it's
Yes.
14.
Correct.
Yeah.
That
Unless
should
you're giving
be
me
good.
like a +6 magic item or anything. Like just want to make.
Say that again.
You said I have a +6 magic item or no?
Whoa, you're throwing something at me here. Say that. Ask me that.
I'm guessing
again.
no.
I'm
I'm
just
guessing
gonna
no.
say- Okay, just no. You're
No magic items. Got it.
Sorry.
Trying to swindle him.
I know, that's what I thought he was doing. Like, am I missing something now? He's
It's like one of those
It's hard
meta
to tell.
deceptions.
Oh,
Meta
can I
deception.
renew my Skittles on everybody?
Yes, you may. You may give
Mm.
them always.
Mhm.
Okay.
There you
Yeah, and I wanted to.
go. Thanks,
Do I
Plaz.
have a chance to have do I have a
That's
chance to have an
good.
action before he comes?
What's
Stuff?
that now?
Do I have a chance to do an action as well before he gets there?
Yeah, if you're holding an action, that ooze is moving right towards you. You can
But
proceed
can I-
knowing that it's going to
Rob it.
on you.
So many.
But can I go ahead and do an action before it gets there since we're kind of.
Sure. You hear him casting fireball.
Want me to roll?
Well, I did I hit the wrong button though.
You've
Damn it.
done your damage. Go ahead. Yep, please.
Oh, what is this? They're fighting over there.
Son of a biscuit. Yeah, a big kaboom went off in the room.
And I'm going to cast.
Oh my gosh! Look at the combat tracker.
That's a fireball laugh.
I'm making his guy. Okay. And
And there's one nurse.
the nurse turns. Yes.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
It was a perfect spell to cast there, Oscar. Bless.
Yeah, Theoden, we have several
God
DMs
bless.
probably watching or just post up here, and some of us can answer while we're playing here, if we can.
Good
Oscar,
job,
what are you
Queen.
doing?
I casted bless, and of course I've got an action ready after that. My bonus action was branding smite.
Okay, so it moves once more, so you may have your held action, and then we will roll initiative.
All right then. Wish me luck. Here we go. I'm pushing the wrong buttons every time tonight. Luckily I didn't do the effect. All right, here we go. Where's my weapon? I gotta hit it first anyway. Thought I was targeted, but it doesn't show I targeted it. I don't know.
You can just drag the damage or the hit over to it on the
Yeah, I know. Just aggravate me because anyway. Is that a hit? Yeah, that's a hit. Not. That's right. And where is my?
What's up, War Hero? Good to see you. Did you kill my grave? No, you did not yet. Okay.